right, this is the A7R Mark III. I'm going to go over what shutter mode is like and instances that you would use it. So right now I have an aperture mode. I'm going to go ahead and turn the dial to S, which is shutter mode. Okay, I have it in shutter mode, as you can see right there. And so now I have control of the shutter. I can use it for my camera. I have it set up to where you could just use the wheels and it will adjust the shutter speed. Okay, so like right now it's at a log. If you look at it down here at the bottom, that's a 15-second shutter speed. That, I mean, you would use that if the only time I would use that is if I had a tripod, the camera sitting on a tripod, because it is a very long time for the sensor to be exposed, and if anything is moving, it will be blurred. So I'm just going to adjust it. Now, when you change the shutter speed, you actually need more light coming in, because if you don't have enough light coming in, it's going to be like a dark picture unless you adjust the ISO or somewhat of the aperture. All right, so I'm just cranking up the shutter speed. Okay, right now it's 1/50th of a second. I'm gonna take it all the way up to 1/8000th of a second, which is the fastest shutter speed that this camera can go, both electronic and mechanical. But as you can see right now, with the fast shutter speed, because it's moving so fast, it's not gonna let in a lot of light. And you can see the object that I have right here. The room is clearly lit, as you can see, but this is what, if you look at the monitor, that's gonna be the image that you get if you take a picture. Very fast shutter speed, but it's not gonna let a lot of light in, so it's gonna be a dark picture. So whenever I use a high shutter, generally I like to have a well-lit room or outside on a bright day. And when you have a fast shutter speed, everything seems to be more crisp and no blur. Okay, so, but there are things that you can do if you want to have a fast shutter speed and you don't have enough light. There are things you can do. You can crank up this dial at the top. It allows more light in, but it's still not quite enough. So you can adjust the ISO. I'm gonna post another video on how you can adjust the ISO in order to let more light in, or you can actually add a light, simple as that. So since I don't have enough light coming in or anything, I'm just gonna adjust the shutter speed to a slower shutter speed, but it still works for me. I brought it back down to like 1/60th of a second. All right, I'm gonna focus in on an object, and then I'm gonna take a picture. Oh, I have it on timer setting. Let me turn that off. Okay, you see that? That's 1/160th of a second, right? Now, if I change it to a slower, let's say keep the shutter open for 3 seconds, 4 seconds, this is what happens. There's enough light coming in, right? But because I'm not on a tripod, some portions of this will be blurred, okay? So, all right, so let me go ahead and take a picture. See, it's taken a long time, 3, 4 seconds. That was a long time for the shutter to be open. As you can see, I'm gonna go in and look at the picture. See how it's blurry? It's focused, it's in focus, the lens is in focus, but it's blurry because the shutter was open for so long and I did not have a tripod. So that's the shutter mode. Let me know if you have any questions about that. I mean, I'd love to talk more about it, but it's a cool feature. If you want to get a little bit artistic with some of your shots, you can use the shutter speed. I mean, there's great things you can do with it. Let me know if you have any questions.